see people in person, but protocols are different this year too than what you guys had to go through last year. There's still protocols, but it's different.
Yeah.
How is this different? Are things a little bit better now?
Yeah, things are better. Definitely on the road is going to be, more normal where we're not just sitting in our hotels and, um, just being able to be around each other in the common room, and that's kind of it. And we can, go out for dinner, and it's nice that we're 100% vaccinated, and so things are um, definitely easier from the protocols from that standpoint as opposed to having unvaccinated players and people around the team. So definitely going to feel like a more normal year, and especially for the young guys, it's going to be a bit of a different taste for them.
Kyle, Sim was just talking about he's almost expected to turn the corner and see Sam or Rasmus or Jack, and they're not here. How? What are your thoughts just on how different this team looks, and obviously the whole Aiken situation?
Well, um, it's funny when I walked in the room, it reminded me of when I signed here 5 years ago, and the introductory press conference, and a lot's changed since then, and a lot's changed since last year, and like the guys that you said are obviously three big pieces of the organization for the last number of years, 6 plus, and um, Sam and Risto are gone off to new teams, and wish them well. Obviously played with them a long time and good friends, and um, I know Kevin spoke about Jack this morning, and from my standpoint, I have a personal relationship with Jack, and I love Jack as a friend, and it's unfortunate to the situation that's played out, but it is what it is, and we're looking to the group that we have here, and I wish Jack nothing but the best. Obviously, I want him to get healthy, and I want him to get playing because I know that's what he wants, and um, can't say enough good things about him as a person.
As one of the leaders, how do you prevent a situation like that from becoming a distraction? I know that it's everybody outside the room is talking about it. How do you sort of get everybody focused on the task of being ready for the season?
Well, I don't have to do too much, honestly. We have a group in there that is very hungry to play, and it feels a lot like it did back when I was younger, and even before I got in the league, where you go to practice and then you'd sit after for 30 minutes and just shoot the breeze in the locker room, and everybody just wants to be around each other, and everybody wants to play, and everybody wants to prove themselves and be better, and you could feel that nervous energy in there today. Um, and it was great to see. It's great to see that hunger and that fire in guys, and there's a lot of competition in the camp, and so um, Kevin's introductory speech yesterday to us, um, which was private. He was extremely forward in telling us what was going on, and um, it quelled any questions that anybody had. So there's no distractions anymore. It's all out there internally in the organization. So nobody's really thinking about it. Everybody's moving forward.
You referenced the 100% vaccination rate. Is that something players talked about, or did you really kind of dictate that was the rule?
Uh, yeah, I mean, once they said that they weren't going to file for the exemption to go to Canada, that really put a lot of pressure on the people that were holding out, because that's a huge chunk of the season that you're not going to get paid for. And um, it's funny what happens when you start to affect people's wallets.
Kyle, when you don't have McCabe, Jack, Risto, Sam, what's the process to form a new core in that room?
I think it's going to form itself. I think it's already started. I think it started in the middle part of last year, and I think a lot of guys took some steps and had some ups and downs, definitely, but the core has already started to form, and you could pinpoint a few names that are for sure going to be a part of it, but there's some guys that are going to try and fight their way into that group, and um, there's competition there, and everybody knows it, but at the end of the day, in that room, the guys care about each other, and everybody wants to be successful and wants to prove that they're going to be a player in the NHL. So it's going to be a fun little internal competition to watch. Go ahead, Bill.
It's kind of a even field guy. Have you been able the last couple days to see him? There's an excitement for him just to be back with the guys and back on the ice.
Oh yeah, Z's pumped up to be back, and we're pumped to have him. I think that he doesn't get the credit that he deserved for what he brings, and I know that there's a huge emphasis on analytics, especially in the last couple years, but there's no analytic for that guy. There's zero. Like, that guy brings so much to our team and so much energy, and he does everything the right way, and that guy's one of the best teammates I've ever played with. So you can throw all the analytics out the window on him, and we want him.
You played right wing with him today, and he's back to center, which is great. When he was younger, what did you think of him at center, and what did you think of the move for him?
I loved him at center. Just nice to be back with him on the line, and we developed some chemistry especially a couple of years ago, and Drake fit in nicely today on the left, and so he's going to be comfortable anywhere he plays, and just because he plays the right way, and he's always going to be under the puck, he's always going to be supporting you, he's not going to put you in bad spots, and he's always going to be working hard. So I like him whether he's on the left, right, or in the middle.
Before you got hurt by that dump in last year, what did you take from that group of games under Donnie that you finished your season?
As a group, I think that we started to play the game at just the way that you do when you're really having fun, and we started to make a lot more plays. We started to support each other. There was just natural things happening from a hockey standpoint that weren't quite happening before. And me personally, it was nice to just play. I felt pretty free at the end of the year until he took that puck off the face, and so those last 15 games were a lot of fun for me.
You mentioned it. Walking into this alone reminds you of about 5 years ago when you signed him. And you were upbeat then. You thought that this team was just on the verge of being a real contender. And there's been a lot of bumps, obviously. But what gives you the confidence that you're doing it right this time with this group and after this off season that was somewhat tumultuous and you lost a lot of veteran talent?
The feeling between then and now, I wasn't naive going into it. I just didn't know the situation that I was going into, and there were some definite things that needed to be cleaned up, and I think that we are at a point as an organization now, I don't want to say as an organization because I'm just a player, but from the player's standpoint, where we're at a place where everybody truly cares about each other and just wants to play. And there was a lot of things and different dynamics before that factored into the equation of us being successful. And I hope that we're at a place where some of those things have been alleviated, and now we can focus on playing hockey and teaching these young guys how to be pros and how to bring it every night. And when you don't have it, some nights you're not going to have it, you got to find a way to have a B game, and you got to find a way to contribute to the team. And so those are all things that are there now that weren't there when I got here 5 years ago.
Kyle, there's certainly no GM in the league probably in the spot Kevin's in right now. He's got a 31st place team with a franchise player with that situation. What's been your takeaway just for a new GM, how he's trying to deal with this whole thing, both just in the things he's done, the way he's drafted, the way he's dealt with you guys, like you said, the way he talked to you guys yesterday?
I think he's been pretty honest with us, which is something that in pro hockey you don't always get that 100% honesty and transparency, and it's something that's much appreciated from our perspective. And it's been a crazy situation, crazy off season, and I don't think that anybody's really ever been in the position that he's been in, let alone a GM that's been on the job for 14 months or whatever it is. So I got to commend him for how he's handled it, and I know Kevin is a good person, and he's trying to do right by everybody, and I know that he likes Jack as a person as well. I know that, and so he's he's handled it great, and I think he's going to continue to. Thanks, guys. Yeah.
It's about players going back to school, and the Sabres have one in Old Power. And a lot of those guys are going back to Michigan. And I was just sorry, because I was looking to see where you went, where you played. Just the importance of spending one more year back in college or back in junior or whatever. From around, a lot of the draft picks are going back to what the respective leagues. Just what do you take? What do you think that the benefit from something like that is for these players?
Well, I think in Owen's case specifically, last year was COVID. I mean, it was messed up for everybody. To compare my situation and his, I think would do a disservice. But for his, they didn't play a full schedule. They couldn't, get into a rhythm. He didn't get the full experience of college. And now he's going back to a team. I think they had 3 guys go in the top 10 or top 4. Top 5. Yeah, that works too. So, so they're obviously going to have a good team, and he's going to get a full college experience this year. So, I was going to say more power to him, but that's bad. So I'm glad that he's going to go back and get the full experience, and whenever he's ready, I'm sure that the organization would love to have him. So, thanks, guys. Good to see everybody.